Hello. So, last time I walked through my thought process trying to brainstorm what I was going to be talking about in my podcast to come. I came up with 3 major themes.
Eventually.
And so the whole package proposal got approved, and now I'm off to the races. So I figured I should probably start with what's the next step after I just think up an idea. And my first process was figuring out literally the tasks that need to occur, and those tasks were
overwhelming.
Yeah, there was an oh dear moment. What have I gotten myself into? So here we go. First, I was thinking about why would somebody want to listen to my podcast? And my goal is not to make a podcast that sounds like a homework assignment, that sounds like, something dry, has no background music, isn't something that you would choose to listen to. My goal is to meet people where they're at, but my goal is not to, necessarily determine how people feel about something, but it's really to get people thinking. Obviously, everything is going to be biased because I have, my own thoughts and feelings, and I'm reading things and that I'm interested in. Biases noted, they will exist. That's unavoidable. Nothing is objective. So, like I said, I want to make something that people will choose to listen to, so it needs to be produced well enough where it's both interesting and embedded with research, embedded with academic thought, and not in a way that feels like you're reading a textbook. In order to make it interesting, I had to think about, what is interesting about the podcast that I listen to. First of all, the style, the way it's produced, is it super casual? Do they sound overly academic? Is it approachable? Is it accessible? Something that I can listen to easily? Is it something that is cohesive and it carries me through from beginning to end? Does it tell a story in a way? Not everything necessarily, makes sense in a narrative structure, but I think that the good stories, the really good ones, the stuff that you take bits and pieces home with you, are the ones that do connect everything in a cohesive narrative. The podcasts that include engaging interviews with a variety of people, whether that be
academics, commentators, journalists, other podcasters,
anybody who is relevant to the topic. It doesn't always have to be somebody with a PhD. It's a balance. So I would like to have interviews with a variety of people who can offer a range of perspectives. That involves figuring out who those people are going to be. And then that involves figuring out the questions I'm going to ask them, making sure that I'm not just, covering all the same content in each interview. So that involves a lot of and that assumes that, all the technological processes that are involved in producing an interview go well. So it's a lot of stuff right there. So that's just one thing, interviews. Now, on the side, actually, I should just back things up. So sketching out the logistics looks like research, interviews, script writing, and crafting a survey. In no particular order, probably script writing last, research. So that involves a lot of picking text. Where do I even start? I'm still in, the
searching process.
For now, at least, I'm starting with Lisa Wade's American Hookup. After that, I'm going to move on to Peggy Ornstein's Girls and Sex, Navigating the Complicated New Landscape. And those are 2 helpful books because, they're academically thoughtful and they point me to a lot of different other sources of people that I should be reading. So anyway, that's where I'm starting. Along the way, I will... and so a little overwhelmed. But anyway, moving on for now because I have an appointment to go to.